The old black rose, my eye was always looking for some dumb man to pay my rent and some young man to love me. With so many heaven sent, I thank the stars above me. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names can never hurt me. The queens and the hustlers of the red light zones never did desert me. The scent of men and prospectors, they drift up from the grub state where I shared so many cheeseburgers with my hustler husbands. In the olden days, the golden age of hustlers. I saw the best bodies of my generation sold, bartered, and destroyed by drugs and prostitution. Pretty queens on the corners and midnight cowboys in the doorways. If you want it, daddy, get it here. It's a candy store in more ways than one. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names can never hurt me. The queens and the hustlers of the red light zones never did desert me. Golden girls and boys almost like chimney sweepers come to dust. It's hard to find someone you can trust amidst the rhinestones and the rust. In the olden days, the golden age of hustlers. In the olden days, the golden age of hustlers. The prettiest boy I ever saw was San Jose Johnny the Libra. They don't make 'em like that anymore, a baby-faced gentleman outlaw. Some of the boys became like kings and stayed down there forever. And some of the girls became like stars with money, clothes, and fancy cars. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names can never hurt me. The queens and the hustlers of the red light zones never did desert me. Golden girls and boys almost like chimney sweepers come to dust. It's hard to find someone you can trust amidst the rhinestones and the rust. In the olden days, the golden age of hustlers. In the olden days, the golden age of hustlers. In the olden days, the golden age of hustlers. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Thanks. Thank you. Lance and I we were in Australia for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, we played in the Sydney Opera House. Perhaps you've heard of it. we were invited over to the Sydney Opera House because I put this show together called Justin Bond is Close to You. And in that show, I did the Carpenters' Close to You album in its entirety with a 10-piece orchestra. It was amazing. And the reason I did that show was because when I was a kid, I was uncoordinated. I was on my way to therapy the other day, and which I go to regularly. You're welcome. And I went into therapy and I said to my shrink, when I said, I don't want to fucking exercise. I don't want to work out. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to exercise. When I was a kid, I thought, I can't wait till I'm grown up so I don't have one more fucker telling me I need to exercise or trying to force me to exercise. And I woke up that morning feeling like, oh, I should go to a yoga class. I'm single now. I should work out. I should get a really hot body so everyone wants to have sex with me. And I was like, everyone wants to have sex with me anyway. So I was walking down the street talking myself down off the high self-esteem cliff. And so it all goes back to an early traumatic childhood incident, ladies and gentlemen. We used to have these family softball games on Sunday afternoons after church, and I was maybe 6 or 7. I really wanted to play, because that's what everyone was doing. And so it came my turn to bat, and I struck out. I mean, I strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. I'll just keep throwing to him till he hits 1. Strike 4, strike 5, it just kept going and going until everyone starts, he can't play, you know, he's a little funny. He's a sissy, don't let it make, and I had this cousin who was a tomboy cousin, and you know how unforgiving they can be. I mean, she still hasn't forgiven herself for it. If you saw her husband and children, you'd know why it's a good thing to come out as a lesbian as early as possible, to avoid those kinds of tragedy. But she's never done it. But perhaps her brutality is what made me just accept who I was. Anyway, it's a long story. So finally, after striking out 16 times, I was reduced to tears, and my father told me I should go in the house. So I went in the house, where I had this really cool kind of, you know, older teenage cousin, and she could see how upset I was, and she said, do you want to play Barbies? I said, yeah. So she brought out her Barbies, and she really, you know, was very nice, and we played Barbies, and she put on the Carpenters' Close to You album. And so I've always felt like the Close to You album was like my cool babysitter, and it was a sort of Karen Carpenter, you know. She had that kind of damaged tomboy voice because, you know, she had that anorexia thing, but it only developed after they made her come out from behind the drums. When she was a drummer, she was herself. It was her instrument. And then they were like, no, you have to be something else for the people. So she came out, and, well, as we know what happened, it killed her. So I have a real affinity for Karen Carpenter, and since I broke up with my boyfriend about a week and a half ago, I decided I'm gonna spend the summer of 2009 having a mad, passionate, erotic love affair with myself. And so I'd like to dedicate this next song to me